The next objective doesn't matter. It'll never be scored by anyone.
Ancient. Okay.
Really?
I thought you were
It's
just
6
starting
planets of the same
Yeah, I
trait.
said the wrong thing.
Funny enough, the one that would have the least trouble with that objective is T.G. Welch. He would just have to give up his support to do it.
F-17.
It's 2-point objective, and because he's got Lodor and Raron right in next to his slice. Now, keeping it away from Arwise, that's difficult.
Right.
But it isn't undoable. Outside of that, let's see who's likely to score 6 planets.
All right, we ready for some agendas?
Planets, same trait. Nobody.
We could be looking for Welch or Mantis to actually win it at this round.
Not with that
Someone else
objective.
is
How
gonna
many
do
points
this?
are they away?
Oh, yeah, I
7
guess
Sure.
points.
All right, here we go. Speaker is yellow. The
If
first
one
one
of
is
them
Incentive
gets
Program Directive
Imperial-
4. Draw and reveal stage 1. Against draw and reveal stage
Let's
2.
see.
Yellow.
Oh, well, we are about to add an objective, though.
Little secrets, etc.
Oh, that
Red,
changes
win.
things completely. Yeah, let's wait till this is over, because
If they add a stage 2, that changes everything.
it makes winning possible. So I think what
I'm
you'll
gonna say no
see
win.
is
We'll come back around to him.
all
White
of your
win,
lower
blue win, purple win.
scoring
Hey,
of the,
Tyler, any
the
wins?
5-pointers,
Political secret
they'll
or,
probably
info?
elect to go
For
stage
incentive
1,
program, draw
while
a
your
stage 1 and
7-pointers will lean into the
Okay.
stage 2s.
So back around to yellow
So-
for Ryder.
So,
Ryder.
Arwise is the wild card a little bit. As
Yeah,
well.
a little
Rider
bit,
or
a little bit. But he is the speaker.
I'll play my predictor.
Right.
He's the speaker.
Okay,
So
I'll say nothing. White.
if a dope 2-pointer comes out
Ryder.
and he gets
Trade
Imperial,
Ryder
right? If he's got a sabotage in his hands,
Then he could very well take it.
then he gets
Yellow
take a
Rider.
2-pointer.
Red Ryder.
Yeah.
Also, red, green, and blue.
All right, so we do have a trade rider from Snorcerer here.
Oh,
It
shit.
looks like. I think that's the token that's supposed to be over here. I don't know. They're kind of making a mess.
And I tell you, if I was Arwise, I'd probably go with Warfare here. Depending on the objective that comes out, right?
Hmm
You go with Warfare, and you just take
Yep, for riders.
all of green and red stuff.
At least red. Jesus.
Because
like,
that gets
Okay,
you...
I have none.
And I might
White,
even
red,
research Latani, too.
Blue Ryder.
and then we see a Diplo rider coming
Okay,
out from
no.
Welch.
Yellow looks like they're saying no again. Last call, red.
Yep. Hang on.
Riders are out.
The
Flip your token if you're planning to do a rider after this.
I feel like
One
TG's
more, otherwise
contemplating
we're
a
gonna go after Tyler plays
Imperial
this
Rider or a Politics Rider.
Politics Rider 4. Any last call, Tyler? Third rider? Third rider?
Because he wants that stage 2.
wait. Do an
Objective.
Imperial Rider against.
There we go.
Oh,
Last
So,
call,
yeah.
Fourth rider,
Okay.
Tyler.
Yeah, so he
What's
brought
that?
out some fire.
All right, now I'm done with cards.
Alright, so
and they cannot give him that
incentive is
Imperial rider here.
Stage 1 public.
So
plus
what that speaks to me is that
Tyler,
he
well,
One
wants...
second. Otherwise, if you have a sabotage as Imperial Rider, I'm willing to vote against. Otherwise, I can't vote against.
Wish I did.
Yeah.
What that speaks to me is he wants the 4 much
I would
more.
like to get paid to use my sabotage. I've been
Than
paying
the
people
against here.
all game.
Scooter's trying to extort the table for some
Somewhat
money
very
to
good.
sabotage this Imperial rider from Welch.
I'll
Which
sabotage
kind of makes sense. I mean, he's behind. What is he gonna... Actually, it looks like Snorcer is offering.
Imperial.
This is actually just extending the
So the
game.
Imperial
really.
Rider is sabotaged. Wow.
Tyler, last call on riders.
So now it must go against.
To be honest, he
Okay,
should
so
have played that
Stage 1
Imperial
public,
rider first.
Tyler does a Diplo.
Because it's the
Tyler
only
gets
chance of
speaker
it
and
not
reaction
getting
cards.
sabotaged.
Against is a stage 2, and
Interesting.
Sorcerer,
It probably would have still gotten sabotaged.
starting with.
But
Also,
but if he
Tyler
didn't play it
didn't-
first, then players
so I-
might have thought,
so I-
well, we can just go the other
Oh,
way and
that's
he
on
won't
the
get it.
flip side.
Then he starts dumping a politics rider. Oh crap, do we sabotage the politics
pretty
rider now?
inclined
I don't
to
know.
let Tyler get
But
speaker in
my point is,
one.
or the ordering on those riders was incorrect from Welch there.
Is this the play for the
Unless
win?
you
Very
know one of
easily
them's gonna
could
get
be.
sabotaged.
Yes.
He's got
Unless you
three
know the
cult-
Imperial
four
Rider's gonna get
cultural points.
sabotaged
So we're
and
going
you
on
want
to
it to
two
go
more.
against.
Okay, if you knew, then you still divide up the politics and the diplomacy rider.
and then go get Lodor.
Oh,
So that takes him down to 6.
I
brings
see,
him
yeah,
back
yeah,
up to 8.
interesting.
And then he'd need the other.
Yeah.
And then he'd need 2 secrets.
objectives. Yeah. Or the.
Or one.
But now he's got all of it. He has no voting power on the agenda.
Imperial.
He's got all of
So all I need
his
to do is
eggs
1
in the
and
in
then
the 4
2
basket.
tech, 2 colors, which he's got, right? I mean, that's long gone, yeah. So that's his play. So we don't really want him to diplo his home system, huh?
I guess they would be.
Well, the bigger
worried about
question is,
diploing his
R-wise,
home
we let
system.
And
you
Matt
Imperial,
really
you
is
taking
kicking himself
Imperial.
for
You kinda
not
have to.
just mollywopping TG round 1.
Which he
Or round
should
2.
be. We said that at the start of the game when he made that deal.
And really, he just had too much going for him to also have
Yeah, I
Tele-
don't think I can-
telepathic.
I want Tyler
Like,
to have his
too much going for you to also have the 0.
Right.
It's just too
Unless he's
much
gonna pay
going
me
on,
a bunch
right?
of trade goods.
Yeah, and if Welch Diplomacy Riders his home system, he scores first during the status phase.
Alright.
He's going to be nigh unstoppable.
No.
And essentially,
8 trade goods?
well, the thing is, he's not going to win this round anyway because he is
It
not
really
taking
depends.
6 of the same
He
traits.
still has 2 secrets
Otherwise,
he
I'm
has
voting-
not scored.
I don't know, 11
And
against.
there
I guess
are
it depends on what that
currently-
second stage
And there's
is.
no
Anyway, so it could still be good for you, I guess.
there's no
Every action
phase
phase
secret is still out there.
Every one
And we
of
got
them, all
another
5,
agenda.
Right.
Who
So,
did these?
mathematically,
Oh, he did 2 on
I
bottom.
mean,
Never
he
mind,
should
you
have
guys
1,
blind.
right? If he hasn't scored it yet, and he's probably just holding it so he's not, so he doesn't get
3 trade goods
eliminated.
and I
He's
have
holding it in
10.
his hand,
Oh, what
unveiled
happened?
flagship.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you know,
Why do I only...
and that's why he built a flagship.
I mean, it can't be turn their fleets to dust because there's no way he's grabbing that, but yeah, I agree with you. He's got to be holding on to
And
it.
that's why he built a flagship,
We just
right?
played
Why
Trade Riders
build
up
that?
in County.
Why
I
build
played. I had 7. I
the
had to
Son of
discard
Rog?
them to 7.
Unless you're planning on
when you
unveiling
could have
it.
done
Actually,
2
shoot, man,
dreadnoughts?
I kind of like.
Whatever.
I need 5, but I even
Unless
then,
you're
I don't
planning
think
on
you can pay
unveiling
me
it
enough.
somewhere.
Right. Yeah, so he's looking to unveil this.
Whatever. 3.
And he moved it up into the nebula.
Gives one
Yeah,
to
moved it
Mantis.
up and out.
Also want to give.
He was just waiting for somebody to get in range. Of course, I guess he could have hit that cruiser, but
So then what's the other secret?
Why-
So he's
why
got to be
wouldn't
holding
he-
on to
why
another
wouldn't he
secret that he's
push
hoping to
right?
score along with unveil. And
Make it just 2,
then
'cause I'm only gonna
another, and
grab it
then
anyways.
does he have 2 techs and 2 colors? He does.
2 to abstain.
So
I don't really want to.
this
Has
could
he
be
scored that?
this could be a 3-point round for Welch to go ahead and win it. And R-Wise, if he does, then R-Wise and Scooter are to blame
Mantis, will you
because
not steal it?
either
Or
one
you
of them
wanna
could have
only do
stopped
it for
this
2?
from occurring.
I don't really understand
Well-
why we're not just going against.
R-Wise could
Like,
kind of
just-
just
that's
why
jump
you don't need
on to
Because Matt's in a
Rex.
bad way. I need to
Take
survive,
it.
so I'm looking to.
Yeah, but
And
so
make,
you're gonna
but he,
give a best
and
case
what?
scenario
Try
to
and
the
make a
person
play
in
for
the leader?
victory by
Like,
taking Imperial
Nah,
as
not
leader?
with 2
the
fleets
game's
of money,
over,
can't.
and the trade goods don't really matter.
Well,
that
if you got
much.
Imperial,
So outpay him. I
and
don't know,
Fleet
man.
Right,
Logistics.
that's right. That'd
I'm in a
be.
horrible spot. I got
He
nothing.
can't take. I don't think he's taking Mechatol. Not to mention, you've got Wham Dog's
you have
giant
nothing
fleet
'cause
sitting right outside of Mechatol
stuff
as
that's
well.
happened in the game, not
I
for
know.
no reason at all.
I'm not saying it's not for no reason, but I have
Yeah.
nothing. I gotta find a way to make something.
Okay.
What's getting voted on here? Oh,
Alright, well,
it's
let's at least
still
move
this
forward.
thing.
Yeah,
and
it's
I-
still incentive program. They're really hemming and hawing about which if they're going to
He
reveal a
doesn't- I don't
stage
think
1 or
he's gonna do
stage
it.
2.
I mean, I'm for sure voting against. With my all four of
My-
them, Tyler. All 4 votes, Tyler.
I can't give you speaker. That's just not possible.
But you're closer to strategy card.
Oh, hush.
I literally can't afford to give you speaker. That's not happening.
Tyler, ignoring Mantis, will you give me 2 to abstain?
No, I can't then because
Okay. I will do. What do we need? I'll do 1 against just to help the team. So you have to do as much willpower.
Voting 1 against and
You're up,
forcing Mantis to
I
vote
don't
like
need to do
10.
this, but I'm gonna vote.
I'm trying to put less burden on Hunter, so.
I know. I just don't want.
He'd actually have to
buy these
to
two,
dump
so
11
let's do
into it.
9 against.
9 against.
Or yeah, you're right. 10. I'm sorry. No, 11.
I'll just abstain and save my votes.
Okay.
Oh no, 9. 9?
Against Habit, let's first reveal the stage 2. It is
16
spend
influence.
16 influence.
Oof.
So you're
Rough.
right. It was gonna be good for him either way.
1, 2, 3,
Rough.
4, 5.
But if he gets
alright.
Imperial with 2 stage 1,
It almost ends up being a moot point at not 16.
Okay, so now Sorcerer, gain your 5 trade goods, and
Yeah, if
This will
TG
take
Welch
Tyler,
lands
gain a tech
Imperial.
from
So
myself
here's
or
the thing, though.
Mantis.
He's got 1, 2, 3,
I'll
4,
take
6,
from
7,
myself.
8,
At this point, they
Trade
think I have
goods.
to. Yeah.
9. Oh, Darian's a great home system for this. People now
People do sleep on Darien.
Darian is like the second best home system.
Second best.
I would say over L1Z1X. I take the 4-4 split because of the flexibility it gives you in scoring objectives.
in the end game, especially.
In the in game, I would take the 4-4 split over the 5-0 of L1Z1X. I would take the 6-0 Barony system just because of all the plastic it gives you.
You
But
only get one.
Darian is slept on as a home system.
I agree.
Very good. Lots of flexibility there.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I mean, if you really are like, I'm hard up, I would sacrifice 4 resources to grab 4 influence right now.
Yeah.
Because
And
gets
it
me a
makes
point.
diplomacy even a
Everyone
more
ready?
viable strat card for you
And
because often
second
leadership.
agenda.
first
Minister of
pop.
Industry, when
People
the
are
owner
paying to
player
pop it
does a
first.
space spot
Yep.
phase,
Okay,
then
I'll
you
spin Darian.
So,
Boom.
And he
And then
wins Tyler.
and
And
you
refresh
know,
it.
and then refresh it
spend
and
it for the
some other stuff.
resources. Yeah,
White,
you're
blue,
right.
when,
No. Nope.
blue, when, purple.
The yen are still a bottom tier
wait,
race.
wait, wait.
That's true. Darian is slept on.
Veto or
Yeah,
But
I
the
know.
bear-
I
the-
have
the
Matt's-
yen still
I have
suck,
Matt's
yeah.
political secret. I'm thinking about playing it on him.
Oh, we got another law here. We got
Uh,
Minister of Industry.
Yeah, I also just don't really care.
Okay, yellow
I
after.
would have paid you to
So,
play it
Oh,
pretty-
at the same time.
Not
little
very
late.
useful. It's too late to be
Little late.
useful. Yeah, it's too
Yellow
late.
after.
I feel like Scooter gets this out of for
Alright.
pity's sake.
No.
White.
No, he's not far enough behind. If he was at 4, yeah.
So let's do it. Starting
But he's at
vote
5.
is
He's gonna get it.
myself. I will do 11 for myself.
Nah, blue
He's
won't.
gonna get it.
Snorser won't let that happen. Oh,
15
okay,
sounds-
that's 15 on.
I'm gonna do
Okay, but
17
there goes the
myself.
17 of Snorser voting for
Mhm.
himself. And
I guess
then
I'll get-
Wham Dog is probably going to be irrelevant.
Hunter is
and
one-
He's
then
gonna steal if I pay you.
and then
I want
Rwise
a card
decides,
to pick
and
the shop for
Rwise
the
gives
card
it to
for the
Snorserer.
Okay, we'll wait. Well, I have a proposal. Well, actually, how much do you want this, Snorser? Is this even worth my time to try and talk you into it?
I mean, the thing is, I'm pretty far out in the speaker order, and I'm not gonna get to 10 points. What am I talking about? I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to be as low as possible in speaker order, so like I'm probably gonna have construction, but I don't.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna vote for Rwise.
All right.
And make
Otherwise,
Arwise
what's
decide who wins.
And Rwise should give it to Snorserer.
He's gonna vote for
Otherwise, then
himself
I'm playing
too.
Guard
Well, effectively the same thing, giving
yeah,
it to
that's
Snorserer.
true. No.
Nah.
That gives it
So
to. That
Mantis
gives
has
it
a
to.
Hey,
shit ton
I'm
of
the-
influence.
Gives it to
Not
Matt.
a shit ton, but plenty.
No.
Double
We're talking about it
minister.
17 to 15.
Oh, I thought that there was some more
I
votes
don't
on
know
him.
if it's
Okay.
20.
No. Yeah, so he votes for himself, effectively
you ever get
the
your action
same
card
as
at the
giving
end?
it all to Snorserer.
No, I did draw it.
But that does bring us also into round
I
5.
mean, Snorser is
Finally.
further away, right?
We're in trouble.
Right, exactly. I
He's
mean, they may
in
both
green
be at
slides.
5, but
But I think
Snorserer is
that's
further.
something
And I mean, Snorserer is definitely not
Yeah,
getting there.
hand it to
Right.
him.
You
Whereas
couldn't get me. I reinforced the
Scooter
strong
actually
suit.
controls
Like
Mechaton,
that.
Well,
so
if I
he
gone
has,
that direction immediately,
you know,
if I had, like,
reasonably more
planned
of
for
a
deal or
shot at
something and
actually
then gone there,
achieving a
but
victory.
yes, by the
But
time I then redirected to go that way, it was too late.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, what do you?
That's rough.
all but
Oh,
irrelevant.
Rwise.
Come on.
So,
Why?
anyway, that's going to bring us into the strategy phase, and it is going to start with Rwise on the strategy.
I
Oh, I missed it. What?
Arwise
Tell
says
you
he
what,
wants
tell you what,
every
please
trade
give
good
me
Mantis
back.
has stolen
No,
from
no,
him
no, I'll
back
give you
in
one
order
back.
to not give TG Imperial.
Yeah,
That's not a pit.
Mantis does have the amount of trade goods required to make that
I
deal.
think this is the crazy thing about Frankendraft is that the balance tips even more wildly.
Yeah.
I don't think if I take Imperial, I don't think I can win.
Well, here's the thing. Does somebody
Yeah.
have public disgrace, and do we think we can keep it out of Tyler's hands if you don't take Imperial?
Yeah, I also have public disgrace.
So the only question
Because
left
he
remains
takes
is
Imperial, he
Sabotage.
pops it at Telepathic Zero Initiative, and
What do I get? Can I
wins?
score these two? Somehow.
You do what you gotta do,
Should be
otherwise.
able to-
Yeah.
I would love the opportunity to try to get Imperial. I don't think I will, but if you've got stuff that can make it happen, I'm down.
5.
Come on.
I all
He's
these.
sitting at 6.
Impossible.
I mean, I guess if Scooter could finagle Imperial, he could make a run at being competitive. But I mean, you're looking at
Alright.
at least somebody
Yeah.
selling in public disgrace, or if he
for the
has
good
it.
of the for the good of the table. Thank you, R-Wise.
QR-wise.
So now,
Oh god.
All right, so let's go ahead and update the action cards, or the strategy cards rather.
Anybody want to public disgrace that? Yeah.
Alright.
Disgrace on it.
yeah. it's
Nobody's
so
in public
exciting.
Alright. Well,
We'd have to see a public
That's how it
disgrace
goes.
from Welch.
Well, that's gonna be game.
I don't. I mean,
All right, so we do
Ideas without the phone.
see Imperial
yeah,
from
yeah,
Arwise.
let's do it.
What can
I
I
don't. I'm not
do
convinced.
for
of it
Diplomacy
yet.
from
I mean, sure, but
Welch.
you know what I mean. I'm not throwing up my hands,
Yeah.
but
It's gonna be pretty hard
TG.
to make it not game.
It's gonna be
All
nuts,
right,
and
here's what TG's
I'm
gonna
gonna be honest, guys.
He's gonna
I'm not-
unveil
I'm
his
not really in a
flagship
position
and
to
then
help
immediately pop
at all.
diplomacy on his home system.
Oh, he has fleet logistics, huh?
It's fleet logistics. Let's see.
I was
Um,
hoping that this was the round before the last round.
well, I could take
Needed
warfare, but if somebody else can make the warfare to
I mean,
pull the diplomat.
the only other
Anybody else?
person that's positioned for it is
He's
Arwise.
also probably
So-
looking to master the laws of physics. So if the table's smart
I feel like
enough
he
to
still has
not
that
take tech
unexpected
at
I can't
all,
remember if you spent that unexpected action, Tyler.
because he has the 3 blue techs, I don't see any reason
Oh, yeah,
for
he
him to
did, that's
get
right, I
fleet
used it on the phone.
logistics unless
Oh god.
Unless he has that.
unless he's looking to get a 4th.
Well,
Hmm.
I don't think
Like
warfare does
at that
anything
point,
more.
wouldn't you turn
I think
toward
you guys can hear Tyler.
unit
so I'm
techs
gonna
or something of that nature?
just drop in.
But
drop
he's
in
gone
and out
into
of the
he's
call.
gone 3 deep in the blue.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I feel like he's trying to master the laws of physics.
Can you hear me now?
So he takes
Yes, I
diplomacy,
can.
hoping somebody
Awesome.
pulls tech for him.
Have you tried turning it on or turning off and turning it
And
on?
somebody
again?
probably will.
I'll take
I
that.
have a feeling Mantis
Alright.
will
That's,
see it
that's
beforehand.
probably the best
Oh,
play. You
he
know?
didn't. He took tech.
Yeah.
Mantis
Nothing
took
but
tech.
that.
Yeah, there's always a
And
best play you could
TG
do
is
right
happy
now, you know?
as a clam.
Right. Which, I mean, we've been saying it since the start of the game. Why are
Everything's
they
just
letting
works.
him do this?
Well, they don't see.
Fuck.
I don't think Master of Laws of Physics yet. And I don't think it's been
Yes,
scored.
I am gonna do
I
that.
hate
don't
the story of this
see
game is
him
going to be
taking
that
a
I handed Tyler the
Third
win.
blue
I
tech
hate
unless he needs
I
it.
don't know
Like,
that.
what
I
were
don't
you
know that
fleet,
I feel
fleet
like we handed
logisticking?
him the win.
You
I
know,
did-
like if you're not
I
taking it
gave
for a
lot of
point,
things away.
you're
Like,
taking
we
it
did a lot of
to
doing away.
fleet
Like, they gave him a
logistics
couple
something.
points
I
for
think-
round, like, one-
So
Honestly, I just think Tyler rules, and we all drool.
the only
That's what I
other explanation
Alright.
would be
Uh,
that
think
fleet
I've had
logistics
maybe the
is a
worst
great combo
matchup
for the
I've
0
ever.
token. If you're
Not
taking
the worst
Imperial, but
dice.
he's
Oh,
got to
good
know he's not
hunter,
taking
press this
Mechatol.
button and it does
So,
it.
so he put the
Turn order
Son of
properly.
Ra over here in the
Magic.
nebula with only 2
You
fighters.
guys
Are you looking for
have
him to
made
unveil
this
it right
live,
now against
and
this
I don't
cruiser?
even know who I'm talking about, but
I feel like
whoever
no,
did all
he
of
cannot
this,
because it's
It's
in,
getting to
well,
the
he
point
could because of
where
gravity drive.
It's like too much.
So
you
any
know what I mean?
ship's
like, I'm
innate
like, scale it back, y'all.
in Nebula
Like,
is innate
we-
movement
We're not.
is
Eventually,
reduced
it's
to
gonna
1.
be like, all right, press
No matter
the
what
buttons,
ship it
and then
is.
the whole game
And
plays
then your
itself,
bonuses
and
to
you
movement
can
apply
watch.
after that. So he
Right.
actually could
That's
move
what
the flagship
Focus AI
2
is for.
spaces.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, what do you got first?
Mm-hmm.
I would look for him to unveil his flagship and then pop
Sure.
Imperial.
Wait, isn't
See
Imperial?
his,
It's
his
diplomacy.
master stroke.
But you mean pop diplomacy on his home system?
His final.
I
Potentially.
think one of his
That
secrets
last- that
is
last
to
coat
have
of
something
paint.
adjacent
He's got
to
time,
a
though,
home
to play with.
system.
I
He
mean,
wanted that from me earlier today.
People
so
are
I wonder
so
if he's
far
gonna
away and
sacrifice my support
so
for them to
ill-equipped
park adjacent
to
my home.
start to take his
Send
stuff.
him down one.
Right out the gate, I'm gonna pop Diplo, and I'm gonna do it on Bergler to 4.
Okay. Diplomatizing.
Why does he want to protect Bereg Lurda?
I'll secondary. Just kidding.
Idiot.
I don't know.
I'm dumb.
By the way, interesting fact about Lurda 4. There is no Lurda 1 through 3.
not
Oh, shit.
not in this galaxy.
Thing.
Maybe the first edition of TI there was a Lurda.
Logistics, build
There,
home.
And then in the
oh,
second
yeah,
one, there's
there
Alerta
is
2.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in the third, and then with TI3 it was Bereg Lurda 3.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
But
that's the only explanation I can come up with.
and there could be a whole bunch. I mean, I
He's got
imagine
8.
these races and whatnot. There's probably a bunch of other planets that
8,
they,
4,
you know, that they just
that's-
aren't worth mentioning. You know,
Oh, I see.
Like,
Lurda 1 through 3 irrelevant.
they're trash
Okay,
planets.
So then what's
They're
the
just
secret that he needs?
they're
Yeah,
actually
what's the
planets
secret
that
he needs?
trash
He
is
needs to
dumped
know.
on.
Right.
Probably already has it.
So he doesn't unveil.
I don't know, but I'm
perhaps doesn't
Good luck.
have it, I
Good
guess.
luck, you guys.
Where's he at?
Dumps a ton of ground forces.
Blue. I feel like it's fourth blue.
6 ground forces on Darien.
I have to do today.
And that's going to bring us over to Wham Dog
Here.
with
Okay,
leadership.
so now they're talking about him mastering the laws of physics.
Okay, so they did decipher that as a possibility.
A day late and $1 short.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah.
sucks.
So Wham Dog obviously foregoing any type of Mechatol play
Yeah,
this
see,
game.
this is what I was
and
anticipating
converging
on. I
back
wanted
on
to get,
Saldor.
leadership so
Uh,
that wouldn't happen.
I'm not really
Also,
sure
construction
why.
because I have the minister now.
Oh, say what? Sorry.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Anyway.
So Wham
let's
Dog
do the
pulling
PDF
back
for
down
the
to
system
Saldor.
already.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now I get it's your planet, it's part of your home
I'm gonna
system, but
do
what
Gravity.
exactly is this? I mean, it's not.
And
He doesn't have 4 industrial. That's been
Alright.
scored.
See what happens. Come on, no hits.
Let's go ahead and bring this chap
One
up.
Well,
hit.
Hey, one hit.
It
All
is
right.
Pretty bad for
6
me.
planets of the same trait.
Okay. I'm probably still gonna lose this.
A
with
gen-
those extra turns, but
objective?
it's okay.
It currently
Yeah, I mean,
has
I
that
can-
would
I
make
could- if
4
we both
industrial
survive, you're
planets.
Yep.
That's a pretty remote. I mean, I
Let's
guess
see,
he
I got
could grab
3 knots,
Tiba. Grawl?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess that's a possibility. But holding on to Grawl is
Where'd my other?
not likely.
Holding on to Tim is somewhat of a given,
Better than a fighter.
because you know you're giving up your
1,
support
2,
to
3,
get it,
4,
and it doesn't
5.
stop yellow.
6
and
fighters,
green,
right?
and he needs
Or am I
to
making that up?
Doesn't invest in trying.
You've got
5
one,
fighters.
two,
Well, the space cannon only rolls.
5 fighters.
Good God, 6
Okay,
rolls. 3 with the Lankara
Is it gonna
Sodu,
count
and
my
then
unrelenting? Does it
my
have to
another
count?
3 from
Yeah.
PDS, which actually is.
That's so crazy.
Oh no, yeah, because of the.
Wait, I don't have it on my.
Because of plasma.
It's over here.
But he only gets 1 hit.
Okay, it'll work. Okay.
Very easily could have
I'm ready.
wiped out
Ready?
what was in that
I still
system.
got a
Come on,
shot. I think he
freaking
wipes out the whole
destroy
fleet.
him.
Yeah, he
Literally
does, but
have to
now he's gonna
completely
lose
annihilate
more
him.
than he
5
would like.
hits.
Oh my gosh, 5 hits though. Never mind.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
So makes
So
up
I
for
got
it
1 hit.
on the back end during the combat roll by
And,
scoring
on-
5
I'll take it on
hits.
fighter.
Yeah.
2 with his dreadnoughts,
Yeah.
and
fuck
then
it, they're
another
dead.
3 with his 4 fighters.
It's great. And then
Rolls
Okay,
3
now I'm
10s
bombard.
on 5
I was
fighters,
debating
excuse me.
For something else.
now he bombards.
Yeah.
Looks like he might have rolled an extra fighter there.
So
Now,
bombard-
it would be irrelevant
If
because
this dude
4 hits was
survives-
enough to take
We
him
don't
out.
know
So
what his
here's
secret is,
here he's
so
trying to make an
he
example of
doesn't
the
know what secret.
world.
I mean, he's
Oh.
I did
it might be
it.
flagship related too. But
All right,
I don't know
so
what he
I will
attacks with
score,
this.
make an example of their world.
maybe here.
Good call.
Oh shit! Hunter just got a point.
I was actually trying to bait somebody to go to Saldor. And I was happy when you did it. So
I'm
I
not
thank
seeing
you.
that on here.
Thank you, Snorser.
Yeah.
So
but
Oh, there we go.
you know my plan. If I had taken leadership, I would have fleet signal jam that and then go straight there.
Yeah.
so should I jump on?
So he
knew-
does
I knew
indeed
I
make
had
an
to do
example of
something
their
right
world.
away. That there was no time
Yeah.
to wait.
Should I jump on this flagship right now?
I think that's. I mean, that's what I was gonna do if you didn't.
I'm in
Yeah,
range
the
of
thing
it.
is, if you
He defends
Oh
at
my
plus
God.
If
1,
he
so
has
it
a
is
yell,
2 hitting at 4 and
might
2
be
hitting
the
at
And I
8.
don't- I
So
don't
he
really
better
want Mantis
he
to
better
do it, 'cause he might have
bring
destroyed
something
leadership,
reasonable.
So I'd rather
Yeah.
be the one to do it since I don't have that as my point. So
sure. I mean, it's you're not gonna get the Imperial point. Moving out might let R-Wise get the Imperial point, but whatever.
I wonder when
I mean,
he
I'm not moving
got.
out completely. I'm just taking
fleet
some ships to
logistics.
kill the flagship so that it can't jump on an easier.
Because I'm wondering
Probably
now
get
if it was
somewhere
as a product of galactic threat
And what he
there's
gets
no
attacked by
warfare.
carrier.
of him stealing a tech in the agenda phase. Because then the 4
I
techs
mean,
would be
All I need
meaningless.
is for it to
Like,
go another round to even have a hope.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of made sense to have to grab anti-mass, get fleet logistics.
yeah, I guess
Fleet
you're right.
logistics is a good tech, but you're right. Like, what are you fleet logisticking?
The game I was gonna be in last place.
He never grabbed E-Res.
Oh my gosh, he has E-Res.
Never
and
even
never
grabbed
got
it. Never grabbed
Yikes.
it. I mean, I guess maybe you just take it to keep it out of somebody else's
Can I
hands.
bring an
No, I'm sure he intended on acquiring it, but the right opportunity never presented himself because he was foregoing everything.
Oh, he stole production biomes.
Is he really only moving 2 dreadnoughts with a factory against the Son of Ra and 2 fighters in a nebula?
All right, so here's one thing that nobody has seen yet.
Oh well.
In the agenda phase,
Flagship.
TG Welch, or some point, TG Welch took production biomes
Yeah.
It hasn't used it.
from yellow and has a strat token, which would take him to 12 trade goods. So really, he just needs to maintain his home,
Darien in order to get 16
a 2-pointer,
influence.
I lost Tyler.
Yeah.
and
That's
then
true.
you score one of your other secrets.
That's true.
Which
Can we talk about this move though from Scooter only bringing 2 dreadnought? Okay, Jesus. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like, for
Okay,
most of
he's
the game,
just
I
deciding
hear you speak, and I
what he
guess it's
wants to
just
take.
because it was broken.
has 3 space docks been scored.
All right. 2
No.
dreads, 2 fighters.
So I feel like TG Welch
Right, I get
diplomatized Bereglerta.
This is not enough. You got to bring more than this. I understand that you want to try and split it and hold on to Mechatol as well, but this is bad.
Yeah, the Son of Ra's gonna.
So the Son of Ra,
Oh, he's gonna wipe this.
Alright.
the Son of Ra has 4 anti-fighter barrage.
Yeah, he hit with 1, but I feel like the Son of Ra's
2
gonna
dreads and a
wipe these
fighter
dudes.
versus-
That's what I'm saying. You don't. This is not what you bring to this fight in a nebula.
And
Nope.
TG's gonna get a +1 to combat here.
Exactly.
Do they know that?
So he's got 2 hitting on 4,
Wow.
which both hit, and then actually they should know that that's actually 4 hits for Welch because that fighter hits at an 8 in a nebula.
3 hits.
Oh yeah. Got 4 hits.
Oh, you didn't. Yeah, the nebula didn't get added. 4 hits, huh? That's pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah. You did not. You bring a carrier and fighters there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I mean, I know you're giving up.
Well, hang on.
a-
right? 'Cause I can-
oh, and he
I
retreated.
put that into-
the retreat goes off before Exo goes off.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Fuck this fucking game.
but I mean, he can't score with that ship anyway. If he was even thinking
yeah, so
about
I
it.
guess I
And
got
now,
to
I mean,
it,
it's locked out now.
rift it for
Yeah,
the
why would
biscuit.
you? I mean,
Um,
if you think
Well,
it can
at the very least, he's
score,
not attacking,
you might
so
just leave it,
whatever.
not declare a retreat, right? On the odds that you win that close ass battle.
to
Because you can win this round.
Yeah. So he doesn't have Unveil Flagship.
He must not,
He
unless
doesn't
he's
even have
making the worst decisions for somebody holding that secret objective.
I think
possible.
he's already got it sealed up. He knows that he needs to maintain it. Here's what I think he does have is 3 space docks. I think
Yeah,
that he needs to fuel the war machine, and that's why he diplomatized Bereg
Okay,
Lerda.
so he's gonna grab the status
Guess
secret
that's
and the
enough.
16 influence at the end of the round.
I'm
Score
gonna
for
rush
Here's
a
the
win.
thing.
Cruisers first.
If leadership gets stalled
Do you have blockade space dock?
long
Is that
enough
what it is?
for
No.
like
Why would I do that? Why
he
would
has
I-
to follow
why would you think
construction
that?
to get that space
Wait,
dock.
you
He
don't-
also
you don't
needs a
have
strat token
you
to
didn't- you
pop
didn't do enough.
production
grab
biomes.
it.
So leadership
So
has
I'm
to
gonna
get
grab
played
rift just for the
somewhere
cruisers.
in between.
Because they're the same, and now I need
If
to do
leadership
one
gets
more grab
stalled,
rift for
he
the-
gets stalled out of his
I see.
ability to do everything.
Come on. Whew. Okay. So now you get the PDS.
All right, so his ships.
3.
Not all of his ships made it actually. He lost. It looks like a cruiser going through, or
2.
maybe what? Actually, I think he lost a dreadnought going through there. Snorser are looking to blockade a
Man, my
space dock, I
PDS
believe.
have been pretty bad. Like,
Yeah, your PDS
And
have
I
been
will signal
atrocious,
jam.
Wham Dog.
Over here.
Can't
Because I
signal
don't
jam
want
home
you
systems.
shooting at me again.
You can't signal jam home systems.
Shit!
man, you've been thinking about the signal jam a lot.
God damn! Fuck! Ah!
Also, Sorcerer,
Saboed signal jam.
I feel like my like, hey, I'm just gonna try and get some points attitude, pretty acceptable. You're sitting next to one of the people that might win the game.
Yeah, but I'd lose a point if I tried to do it.
Oh
over
yeah, I
his
forgot.
ship.
I'm sorry, I forgot you. Wow.
Yeah. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to prevent you from fucking me over now.
I'm not trying to fuck you over. I already got my point.
Oh, I know. It's just that you could just activate your home system and then bring in your flagship and then kill all that shit.
I might do that.
Yeah, you might.
There's nothing you can do about that, Snorser.
So what I am gonna do is oof, that's rough.
It'll be a close battle regardless. He only has.
Where did he
Yeah,
signal
I
jam?
think I'm gonna risk it. I already went through the rift.
I thought he attempted to
What's one
signal
more
jam.
down?
Oh, I guess he did signal jam over here on Soudor. No, Soudor was already taken.
Yep,
It was sabotaged. Yeah, it didn't go through. He attempted to signal jam Lazar Sokolov. So he could move in a flagship, a carrier, and two
So I can
fighters,
only be
but that's
neighbors
it.
with red, yellow.
Against a Dreadnought, a
like,
cruiser, and a
exactly
fighter?
where you don't want me to
I
go.
mean, he probably wins. Plus, he has the extra PDS on his home system firing.
If he wants to do all of that.
Right, exactly. I don't know if he would. But we are on to Mantis holding the technology strat card over here.
I told you I'll give you
Who
one.
is at 7
One
points. So he's legitimately looking for his road to victory along with TG Welch this round. Not sure exactly what he can do. Don't know what secrets he's holding on to. As far as the objectives go.
Ooh.
Oh snap!
He
So
could
it sounds like I'm going here then.
save 8 resources.
going?
He probably can't get 6. He could try and save 16 influence, I suppose. He's just gonna
Feel
move
like
into some
that's
empty
a
space by
play.
Mechatol Rex.
Oh, is this in your way? Like, if I do this, is it gonna be in your way?
What's the point of
I
this
got-
move?
I mean, in my way from what? Like,
Let me
I
think.
don't know.
Does he have unexpected action?
play insubordination on Tyler.
Ah,
I definitely saw it played once.
no. It was just shown. It was sold.
Now you have no choice. but to
Unexpected
sit back
action
and
was
watch
sold to
it.
TG.
That is true.
Yeah, I know Dr. Dude, man. It definitely is. It's a very complex
Ooh,
game.
no.
I don't know why he does that.
Don't you have a Sabo?
Yeah, I don't think that move makes a lot of sense.
I mean, is it? The rest of my cards suck shit, so it's almost.
So that does bring us back to TG Welch, who I feel kind of has this game in hand. It's kind of his to lose at this point.
Unless Mantis has spy and thinks he can
Except for my
get the
ability.
unexpected action off of TG Welch. There's a,
That-
I mean, that's a lot to put together.
That's
That's quite a plan.
quite a reach.
I wouldn't put it past Mantis. If there's a dude who would put that together, it's Mantis.
And I think I have no choice but to sit back.
You can use your quantum, whatever, production biomes.
Good, as long as I don't do any deals.
He needs to follow attack for 4 in 1 color.
Nah, he needs to follow construction for another space dock.
Passed.
Oh yeah, it's my turn now.
Maybe it is. It's one of the two.
I'm
It might be
going
both.
to
He just straight up
activate
passes.
oh.
And then he can drop the because he's protecting his space dock on Darien. He's already
Use gravity targets
protected
my
his
flagship over here.
space dock
I'm
on
not
Bareg
firing
with
PDS.
Diplo, and then he can
Oh, is that
secondary.
RKL?
Oh,
No.
I thought red needed that.
No, I'm just really mad at this carrier. Not Matt, just the carrier.
Oh,
I
Wham
want
Dog
the
has
flagship
unveil.
to kill him himself. I do not have unveil.
Does
flagship.
that count
I don't
with the
even know what
PDS?
that is.
Or he has turned their fleets to
Anyways,
us.
Matt, are you declaring
yeah.
any retreats or
And
anything?
that's the best ship around to do it on.
Cool. I'm gonna use intercept, so you can't.
Okay.
Hunter,
You
you would,
still win.
Hunter, if I retreat.
What does
you
he
get
have,
the
both?
anyways. Just-
Oh,
wait.
Well, no,
Yeah,
if you
but
roll
I-
all misses.
well,
Fuck it,
Yeah,
it's
but we-
intercept.
but I wanted to use intercept.
That's fine. Go for it. All right.
He just
What, you know,
wanted
what'd be
Here we
funny is if he did
go.
intercept and then he
No
loses
start
this
of
fight to the carrier.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm rolling.
I mean, he's rolled poorly enough.
He got
Oh, you
it.
gotta
So
hit.
There's
Scooter
the hit
got her
already.
hit.
He hasn't rolled PDS yet. He chooses not to. He does have unveil.
Yeah,
All right. I got unveil flag.
but
What a surprise!
if Green had played a direct hit right there,
I know, right? That
he'd
would've
have
been-
lost the flagship and not scored the
That
objective.
would have been actually amazing.
Follow that.
So that does move purple to
Why
7.
does it do that? Oh, it's so fucking annoying.
The all drawing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So like stall
Purple
and
cannot
then, yeah,
score
draw
16
from the wrong
influence.
deck or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
He will never. So,
All right, that moves us to Scooter, who is going to hold on to Mechatol Rex. There's really nothing left that can threaten him, even though there wasn't really much that could threaten him before.
I'll discard confusing legal text.
So yeah. Red either needs a space stock or a tech. I-
Construction.
Or both. We'll see what he does
I'm
here.
gonna Put
Yep. He's got Fuel the War Machine.
PS
He gets his third
on
space stock on
here.
there.
a space dock
Damn.
on star point.
Your boy knows his
Get a
objectives,
Fidel.
dog.
Yeah, you do.
But I have to think about because I just realized there's a 2-pointer for resources. No, influence.
And like you said, I mean, well, he's already going to hold on to Bareg
Yeah,
Lurda.
it's diploed.
He's sitting on 8
7.
trade goods.
And between his home system and Lurda,
Okay.
That's 16.
So that's
His home system, Bareg Lurda, that's 16.
he's done all the math. Now, there is still Unstable Planet,
4.
Uprising.
How does
I don't know how many have been played or how many haven't, but
Okay, so I can use the production ability, which means it does.
so
have
it's a
Sargon
combination of Unstable
and
Planet,
Deadly Dread,
Uprising, and taking his other
and 2 ground
planets.
forces.
That's the only thing that can stop him.
Right. That's actually pretty cool, Dr. Dude Man. And thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And turn.
I will pop technology.
Alright, so we see a tech pop come out from Mantis.
He's doing tech. Okay.
I don't really see a point in him double
Follow
teching.
Oop, menu.
for.
Again.
I'm getting quantum data hub node and neuromotivators.
Tyler, did I kill a unit against you earlier?
No. Or
You
yeah,
had
you
a-
did. You did.
A fighter?
The 2-fighter.
Why did Snorser just say he was getting 2 techs? Or was that Welch? Because Mantis is the one who popped it. How is somebody else getting 2?
He has Brilliant. He's Brilliant, so he can get double tech like Jolnar.
Okay.
And
Who,
he
Welch?
took, and he took Quantum. That was Snorcerer.
That was
Snorcerer is
Snorser.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Welch is not spinning anything else because
Right.
he got his space dock.
Come and stop me. Come and stop me, he says.
Do I want a second one?
I don't know what it would do for you, Mantis. I don't know why you would get a second one.
Do y'all want to try to do that? I guess it's a little silly.
I mean, I don't have it. Otherwise, I totally.
Well, in this Silence of Space,
Oh,
I
it's
feel
not
like
your
got
way.
discarded or already
But I don't have
played.
those things.
I guess I can even reach that.
There's still 36 action cards. I don't think they've gone through the deck yet.
You know what's
Surprisingly.
interesting to me is how many faction techs
I'll get carrier too.
got, like, Magion implants got left on the board by Wham Dog. Never got it. Never took it.
Eres Siphons?
Eres Siphons never got taken.
Did you
Carrier 2.
Spec
follow
Ops
Attack Tower?
2 never got taken.
Mm.
What? Can't use research agreements.
Some
Latani
heavy-
2 not taken.
Yeah, those are some heavy racials not played.
Heavy. Floating Factory 2 never. But you get Floating Factory 2 for Floating Factory 1. I'm probably the only guy who's interested in getting the level 2s of those.
He never had the chance. He was on the back foot the whole game. Not
That's
to mention his
true.
floating
He was
factories
looking
got
at it.
smacked out of the sky.
It's true. Why upgrade them when you ain't got none?
Yeah.
And we have what the Super Dreadnoughts did come out, and what else did he have? Oh, Chaos Mapping came out. So,
Right.
but still, a lot of fire never made it to the board.
Yes.
I'm one of the only 2 people behind you, though, so it's not like it matters much.
So R-wise, it looks like he pops Imperial. Does he score anything though? Is the question.
Oh, that's what it is. 3 space docks. Because you just built the third one here.
Mantis wisens up to what?
And
Welch has.
and really, I mean, maybe because it's a Franken and he's been playing a lot of them, but Mantis should have been all over that.
Yeah.
And Mantis
Where
is
are we
usually
at
the
with
guy that
continuing
is.
order?
But you know, He's probably, it's an exhibition. He's probably,
I've done a lot of.
he probably saw it a long time ago and was like, I ain't gonna say nothing until it's already done. Oh, he got 3 space docks.
So we have an Imperial pop for a secret objective only. RY's unable to grab any of the objectives, it looks like.
Oh shit.
So
it's
not
already-
really sure what he was thinking with that Imperial pick then. Oh, he was just keeping it out of Welch's hand. That's
Okay,
right.
Tyler, you're not getting one.
I got a second action.
All right, I'm done. Mantis, you're doing it.
I don't have a token.
That sounds like a great time, man.
I'm gonna go for some magic time.
Oh, okay. So
Hey,
he,
Hakan, before you do that,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it makes sense that one. If there's any way you're able to take this one, double with the Exxon is worth more influence. But I know that
Doesn't matter though.
you can't take it with
it-
influence.
Well,
It
it
matters.
might.
it matters.
It
It
matters
does.
if you have unstable planet and uprising.
Can you?
I mean,
No.
I know that's a risky fight.
He can't even get over there. Oh wait, he could from Quan.
How many
sorry.
tactics
I mean,
tokens
I
does he
could-
have?
I'm just throwing it.
I could convert those infantry.
Yeah.
Nexus gave me trade goods.
I
Tell you what, I'll
I,
give you one.
I can give you trade goods.
They want to give him trade goods to indoctrinate some of those ground forces off of there.
This is genuinely gives us a shot. No joke.
How do you? What is your counting skills at?
They're uprising, and then they've got what's the other one?
Unstable planet.
Yeah, so they're gonna pop those on my hazardous.
What do you want me to bring?
Yeah, they can
As many ground forces as possible.
unstable Lurda.
Thrown to get away from me.
How'd you get useful like
He's mad.
I popped it.
that? Oh yeah. Well, fuck it. I'll do that. Sure. Oh, but then I can't because I gotta. Let me destroy your greatest ship first, then you give it to me.
Oh. Arway's
Can't
looking
take
for
planets if you want that support.
an extra
Then I'll do
secret objective here. Alright, well we are going to have a battle regardless.
Alright, what do I need to bring to win this?
I mean,
What, oh, I didn't research anything.
Without now without carrier 2s, he is only able to bring
now my grave mistake earlier was not bringing enough fighters
4
in
capacity
combat,
to this
so
fight against a
that. The dreadnought and a fighter.
Well, I can turn it
against
into
the dreadnought and a fighter.
Right.
Alright, you can destroy the greatest ship.
Well, I need the planets too, though.
Yeah, and I get what Scooter's saying, but
Yeah, I got
realistically he's not taking Debo the Zeon.
This
This is kind of a waste.
Yeah, let's do it. Whatever.
2 waiting right
It's just
there,
not gonna be
and
enough.
a destroy, and a
Tyler, you stay out of this.
Unless,
I can't.
well, I think what he's thinking is he takes his planets,
Alright.
he
Alright,
indoctrinates,
Let's do. I'm not
takes the
even gonna
planets
win
for the 4 culturals.
Okay.
He's still got to take one of these too, so he's thinking he'll also destroy his greatest ship. So what? That's 2 in secrets right there, and
Calling on the
then
house. Thanks for handing over Mechatol.
What-
Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it when it matters. I'll do it when it matters.
Alright, even better.
4, 5,
What do we got? 2
6,
fighters,
7, 8, 9.
carrier, and a cruiser.
Oof.
Well, he gets a trade good every planet he
nice.
takes, but
Oh,
Mantis
nice.
gets to pillage him.
So both players completely whiff round
I'll
1.
shut up.
You know what I might have done is made Mantis give me his.
Baron, you can give me your.
Does he? Oh no, he took. So he has pillage, but he couldn't have offered protection.
What are we opening up?
Promise of protection to guarantee not stealing.
Ooh. So not only is there 2 hits, there's also a direct hit played by
He's gonna
Arwise
spark
to
a
go ahead
rebellion
and
here,
finish
Giving me trade goods to convert.
finish off that dreadnought.
I mean,
Oh,
no.
man.
Here's a dollar. Here's a dollar.
Are you gonna steal it back from me, you jerk?
No.
Alright, whatever. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Can how much do you need?
I mean, it doesn't.
They're both gonna be hard fights. So technically 4 influence, basically.
So I'll just spend 4 trinkets.
All right, so he's gonna. Looks like he's going to land one.
Yeah,
of
I
those.
mean,
Wait on the second. I'm gonna
I
do
would
one
have said,
ground
hey,
combat and see if the other one
I
has
need
it.
one from each of you.
Yeah.
So
I need one from you, one from you, one from you.
Yeah, you want me to stop him?
Yeah. Like, or I don't do it,
Yeah.
and then game over.
You have to collectively give me 4
4
trade.
trade goods for everyone I'm indoctrinating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if one of you wants to give me all 4, but
Oh,
you
I
got to
got
figure it
that.
out.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There you go, buddy.
So
Alright,
it's
so
gonna end up being a 2-on-2 on
I'm
each
just kidding.
planet.
Just one hit.
Declar's over here.
Did you
You
put
got
it on my sheet? Yeah. Just drop it. Mantis AI knows.
All right, so the first 2-on-2 at Del Botha.
Hey,
buddy.
He wins. 2 hits to 1 hit. First round of combat. Boom. Done. Taken.
And what he is
You
gonna
one
get
back.
here is
Yeah.
a trade good.
Mantis, you get the trade good. I don't know why you're not giving me trade goods. You get a trade good every time.
Fine, I'll tell you what, I won't pillage from you. But I'm not feeding you more trade goods.
All right, next one.
Okay. So I'll take the one I scavenged and another trade good.
And here, a morale boost for you, sir.
Yeah. And give me Teklar again too. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't.
I could at the same time. I could give you Teklar and morale boost in one because I got.
Yeah, he
That's
can.
my Teklar.
It's one transaction.
It came from purple the first time, so it can come
It
from
came
me.
from purple, and so
But
it
it's
came
not as-
back to me.
yeah,
it's
it
my
does-
promissory note.
Yeah, so I thought he couldn't get from the same person twice. He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
So I can
whatever.
give you both.
Put whatever I got on my sheet.
Yep.
Well,
there
that's
you
neat. That's the first time I've ever seen
I'm actually
anybody
Not
given
sure, but I
Teklar
think it might
Legion
last the
twice
entire
in
invasion like the
one.
bunker does.
Yeah.
Round.
It is.
Yeah.
Plus $1.
They're really putting it all against Welch here. So on the second 2-on-2 on Zihan, the first round of combat, there are no
The thing is,
hits.
invasion combat's not a defined thing.
So it doesn't end up
it matters
mattering.
whether it applies to the invasion or the combat.
Ah, that's a good
2
point.
hits.
Oh, and then we got 2 hits
Uh-oh.
from Welch, so Zihan will not fall.
He kept it.
Game plus.
We tried.
You gotta get
Still cost him 2 influence.
one more influence from him somewhere. You got
Um,
12
so-
with his trade goods and home.
I thought I
so
Oh, you got 1 hit.
guys, so is it more helpful for me to play leadership right now or unstable planet?
I don't think leadership makes a difference.
I don't think
Okay,
leadership makes
well,
a difference either, and it
I mean,
doesn't
it's
matter
more
when you
helpful
play
to
unstable
me.
planets so
It's
long
more
as you
helpful
play
to
it.
me if you play leadership.
Right, but you're not on the table team. You're on your own team. I'm really just talking to Matt and R-Wise, and I guess Mantis a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and play Unstable Planet because it seems like
Yeah, why not?
I mean, you
yeah.
gotta
alright,
play
so I'll
it.
play Unstable Planet on which one's more? Which
Do
one's
we
better?
see a sabotage from Welch?
Alert of 4.
Beat my neighbor and you can have my support.
Yeah, right.
Or this. Alright, so lose 3 ground forces and turn Lord of
2.
over.
Which one did you do? Lear to 4, right? Yeah.
Lord.
Alert of 4, the better one.
The better one
So
for
he's
this
sitting
purpose.
on 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's sitting on exactly 16. So literally one more influence taken from him will do the job.
That'll be easy.
Gotta
Yeah,
grab Cornique.
if Mantis hadn't fucking blocked my path.
I just want to be neighbors with him until I
You
get
know,
steal if he tried to give his support away or something.
He
weird
used
like that.
fleet logistics that
That's why I was trying to
first
figure out where
round
to go.
to activate his home.
And use diplomacy.
Literally.
Yeah.
could've-
No, you're right. No, actually, yeah, he diplomacied Bareg Lerda, and then he activated
Go
Darien.
for it.
That's your goal anyway,
I
right?
feel
before
like-
culturals?
He
Yeah,
should
yeah.
have
Go for it.
maybe
Maybe he waited, but he was gonna lose Bareg Lerda if he didn't diplo it.
Diplo that and just pause.
Okay. Then.
Instead of dropping 6 infantry on Darien, because nobody's really getting there right away anyway. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that would have mattered at all.
Well, it would have let him. It would have given him another stall for leadership to pop,
Hmm,
and then
that's true.
you know,
There have to be 3 there. Oh well.
because it increases the odds of. Because what would have been ideal is to
Wait,
get
what are you doing,
production
Matt?
biomes
What do you mean?
That's not helpful to the cause.
and construction.
I've done what
Yes, it is, 'cause
I
the
helped.
next
So
one-
what
I
is
can't
the
do anything
greatest
else, I
odds
can't
of
see.
me doing that? It
I'm
is
blocked.
stalling as long as I
Yeah.
can.
Right.
But I can exactly Mantis
For
is
leadership to
next,
get
so
popped.
I can hurt Mantis.
Stuck kind of rude, don't you think?
So it looks like green Scooter is going to activate
Just a little
Tegaron
bit,
Torcon.
you know, it's fine.
He's going to go ahead and pull some forces off of Mechatol Rex and hit Mantis there. Now-
This feels like
Now,
sparking a
only
rebellion.
take torque
I mean,
and
is he
take
going
like
to
much
bother bringing some ground forces to take the planets, or is
He's
he
most
just
definitely
looking to
going to
spark
bring
a
too
rebellion?
little to win this fight, certainly.
Well, he's already brought enough to win the fight, I think.
That's what
I was, yeah, like he did it in the Nebula.
in the last two fights.
Right.
My flagship is still parked next to Mechatol.
It's also parked next to Techron Torcon. You should fire some shots.
He definitely could.
You don't have enough. I will if you give me everything
so-
you got.
Oh yeah,
Clean
he's got
yourself
4
out.
capacity on that floating factory
what,
as
Clean your
well.
bank.
Tell you what, I'll give you one trinket.
No, I know how that goes. You give me all of them.
He wants all of Mantis's trade goods.
Yeah, I mean.
And he's
what-
just
what
gonna
I mean,
risk his cruiser, hopefully getting the hit,
I want
No,
the-
and not just getting
At least
destroyed
try
and
to
followed
fire
by his
my
carrier.
Destroyer 2 action in.
Shut it. Shut it.
You don't bring no fighters.
Creative.
I'm actually
You
afraid
don't
of
you don't
real
bring
illusion
3
that
if you really
plays
want the
on
planets,
that.
but you don't bring
He
0.
really wants the planets.
At this
The
point,
fighters
yeah.
are gonna die anyways, so it's like, what does it matter?
He does have Destroyer
And
too.
the ground combat. This is what
Yeah, I
happened to me
forgot.
last time.
Mantis
last
does
time
have
I
Destroyer
attacked into
too.
this part of the world.
But he's not
Maybe I
safe.
do. Maybe I do take 2 fighters and hope they make it. But then it's
Nah.
only 2v1. I don't love that.
Just take the ground forces and go balls to the wall
Nah.
here.
Matt, you got
Whatever.
Yeah, since he has Destroyer too.
Two or get
If
off
you're
the
gonna make
boss.
this attack, screw
Alright, here
it.
we
You
go.
do bring 0
He
fighters.
started combat.
Nope.
Hunter, are you firing? You dick.
Give me everything you have.
I literally have nothing. Here you go, Teklar Legion.
Yes.
He
No,
gets
actually, I need
Teklar.
it. Wait, no, it doesn't do
No,
it.
you don't.
No, I
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, are
Alright,
you
I'll
doing
take
any...
it.
Oh, no, he has Teklar. He can't give
I might
himself
need to give it
Teklar.
to
You know what's
Arwise.
funny
It might be
here is
better
after
for me-
this
no, give me-
transaction,
I can decide whether to give it
Give me
to
Mantis will
check-
be
no,
able to
give me-
pillage.
I can
That's
decide.
Well,
whether to
Mantis
give
what?
it to
Use your
you.
own
Be able to
Teklar
pillage.
you
Legion.
are neighbors with him. That's
Oh,
fine.
right.
Whatever. Okay,
And-
you can be Teklar boy. Alright, here
I'm
we
the
go.
Teklar boy. It's my
Carrier-
favorite promissory note.
Carrier cruiser versus destroyer.
Mantis should have
None.
stolen a trade good
You
there.
monster.
Boom!
Give me one.
Whoa!
Come
Didn't
on.
even upgrade him for that though.
Come on.
Alright, so the Destroyer gets a hit,
Shoot.
but the cruiser misses. But the carrier does get hit, and he
You know
plays
what?
shields
Uh,
holding in order
I'm gonna
to...
veto your shield holding.
Oh, it's vetoed. You can't do it.
That's your second veto. Screw you. Alright.
Yeah, I keep drawing
Do
cards.
they
No,
mean sabotage?
did I play that one before?
You played it on my... No, not veto. I'm thinking of repeal law. Okay. 2 3v1s. Let's do Torcan first. 3v1.
Frankendraft is fun. And that's what I'm going to say in the episode. Is it's
Mantis gets a
F
hit.
you in.
But so does Scooter. Lands with
Alright,
2,
next one.
takes Torcon.
Capital F, capital U, lowercase n.
And he should take.
Fun.
He should be taking 3 technologies.
Right. If
Yeah,
there's
it is
3
fun, like
available.
sniffing glue type of fun. That's the type of fun it is.
Which,
Pass me some Frankendraft.
Okay, I will...
there's
I
a
will-
number of them that are available.
Like, don't even have enough money to build. I have some money though. I've got $5.
Yeah, so while you do that, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna do my part for the table as much as I can, and I'm finally gonna play this fucking signal jam. I'm gonna put it here.
Aw, Snorster, you came around.
Finally, you played it on a
You
legal
joined
spot.
the team, buddy.
Hey, remind me, because I don't want to think about it. Can I split my infantry with my floating factories? Can I
Yes.
do 1 and 1?
Yes.
Yep.
That's my turn.
I drew this one again. I'm gonna get one more trigger.
You can also get 3 technologies there, Matt, too.
Oh yeah, because you copied 3 of my texts.
Why don't you get 3 of those texts, Matt?
Do I even have 3 you don't have? Plasma, Carrier 2, Light Wave, Destroyer 2.
So we have an attempt from Rwise here to grab Cornique and stop
Matt, you
Welch
can
from
copy
winning
3
the
of
game.
these 4 here.
I was more concerned with destroying that flagship.
Think
Because
so?
Matt just forgot
Yeah.
to copy.
Well,
all
he
time.
should be more concerned with stopping Welch
Yeah, I
because
think these
Welch
are the
wins,
3
he
I
obviously
have
can.
that he doesn't have. Or type 4.
Is he here? Matt, are you there, bud? I can't hear him. Oh, okay.
I just got back. What's up? Hello?
He's
What?
really good.
you actually-
forgot to copy tech.
You can
dog.
copy 3 of these 4 texts. These are the ones I have.
This is our
Oh.
stupid
Oh,
fight.
oh.
Or you can take back.
Dr. Dudeman, I'm not actually sure. Technically, I just
three or
work
four?
These aren't copies. You can just take them.
kind of freelance
Oh, okay.
with Space Cats Peace Turtles.
yeah,
I
okay.
actually have my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/PacerLee. But I do a lot of Twilight Imperium streaming, so I kind of do stuff with Space Cats Peace Turtles from time to time. So I'm not actually sure when they are going to do that podcast. But my guess is it. Now this isn't necessarily fact, so take it with a grain of salt. But I believe that is forthcoming shortly.
And Rwise needed a bunch of hits to try to wipe out that flagship and didn't get them.
All right, so we did have only one hit from TG Welch and one hit from Rwise here in this system.
You already had a chance.
No problem, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, on my channel, on twitch.tv/PacerLee, I believe it's only 2 VODs ago, we actually played a 5-player. Because it was just last night or the night
gosh.
before we did a 5-player on my stream.
Shield's holding.
Oh. Okay.
So we got 2 more hits from TG Welch with only 1 from Rwise, but a Shields holding was played by Welch.
Not working anymore.
Who played,
Sorry.
who played Shields holding?
Rwise.
Deck back to
Now
whatever it's supposed to
TG's
solve.
not
For
retreating
some reason.
because
Oh yeah.
he needs the planets to win, and Rwise needs this flagship to take the planets.
No.
Not sure.
I'm gonna laugh if he puts down Unveil or something. No, he's not getting it. Never mind. Yep,
Try it.
twitch.tv/PacerLee. And thank you for the follow.
That was nice.
So
appreciate it.
he's left at the end with
I'll take the 2 planets.
oh
Give Mantis 2 Dracos.
Thank you, sir.
Oh shit! Did we do it?
I won't pillage if you pick me for production biomes. Oh wait. You-
Yeah, I fixed it. Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, he just indoctrinates a dude over. All right, so with that, did we get a score out of Rwise?
Hey guys, that's it.
We did.
All right, yeah, I'll pillage them.
Well, now Mantis gets.
So he
6.
picks up.
Now we have to look at Mantis.
Are these?
Whisper.
Whisper.
Two.
Okay,
These 2 mine. All right.
so we do need a little bit of score adjusting here right now, right?
and Mantis
Does
needs
Mantis have a
master the
secret
laws of
that we know about?
physics.
Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna do. We're
Well,
just gonna do it up here
one.
because I'm getting
A
little
Whispering Hunter.
fatigued
Okay.
from this long cast, so I'm not exactly sure
What are you trying to do
who
with
has
the points?
what.
Now I will say
So
Mantis
Rwise
is
just scored a point, but how?
He just
They
scored
got blue.
destroy
So
their
the
greatest
secret
ship.
Okay.
is Likely 4 in 1 color.
I need to.
Ah.
I won't pillage from you. I won't pillage. You can keep them.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I gotta spend them for the.
Tell you what, DG, I'll give you 1 trigger for your sport. Oh wait, no, we're not neighbors anymore. God damn it, Rwise, we're not neighbors.
All right. Well.
And then at some point, Sardak lost,
Yeah, but the thing is, the four in
Sardak
one
is
color
green,
blue,
and
which is
he lost
kind of
reds.
like he might have wanted Lightwave, I guess.
Right, he might still be using it for something
looks
else.
right.
I don't know what
But
else his secret could be.
I guess what I can't come up with is a reason to not just kind of stall everybody out on.
Yeah, but you don't
Counters
take
now.
tech unless you got a secret that's
Um,
tech based.
well,
in
I
that
can't-
You're
scenario.
landing on both Rwise, right?
So
Yeah,
he's-
not this late in the game.
He's
Like,
got
what's
master
the
laws
point?
of
Oh,
physics.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mantis.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like you can do anything else regardless.
I just got Lightwave and
So it
Carrier
looks like
too,
everybody's
so my
focused
Carrier
on
and
stopping
Nightfall
Welch while
could
Mantis
go
is gonna swoop
somewhere.
in and pick it up.
Mantis says gather a mighty fleet. He's got 5 dread.
No, I have to gather a mighty fleet.
Nice.
He's got four
Well, then
techs.
he probably got
I,
4
I
blue.
scored this.
So
destroy the greatest ship. Nice.
Because
Nobody
you
wants
have
to
to
fess up to having
guarantee.
four
There's
one.
only
So,
what
by
one
the
pick
way,
after you, 2 picks
Our Wise
after you.
could win.
You have to guarantee tech gets taken, so your
True.
secret pops. So that's
Oh,
why you
wait,
take
wait,
tech.
If nobody
It's
else
like
wins,
taking
it's
construction. Like
Four.
Snorcer took
So, 4
construction because he
blues
was
and-
4 PDS,
Public.
Yeah, he doesn't have a stage 2.
right?
that
So it's the same.
Pretty
They
easy
both
to
in the
stop.
same.
3
Oh,
PDS,
wait,
but
influence,
yeah.
That's why I had to tell it. Oh, damn it.
Right.
Hold on
Well,
one second.
the secret's 4
Yeah, it's
PDS.
four, isn't it?
3 space dock.
We got
No, no, no.
4, Yeah.
Snorcer took
Oh, Snorcer.
construction because he needs to break
Right.
PDS.
I'm just gonna use stall tactics.
Which you could get crippled defenses out if it hadn't been
I don't
played.
see why not.
But I think it did already get put on.
Hunter. Okay.
So I'm not sure what
Then
Wham Dog did.
I
We
don't
are
have
on
anywhere I
to
can do my
Scooter
own
now.
Thing, huh? Hunter has forced me into passing.
I'm sorry, Matt,
Five, six,
but
seven,
it's,
eight.
it's not like I'm.
He still
Oh,
has
I know.
8.
I had
eight
very
influence
little shot of
currently.
doing much. There was a chance I could have taken Mir. That was my thought.
All right.
Was if I
what
could
do
at least
do?
go
It's
there.
like somebody's got to.
Welch?
Yeah, somebody's
No,
got to
I
take
I think you
something.
take
No, he
Aaron
doesn't.
Mir.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh
got
no,
14.
1, 2, 4,
No.
5,
Sitting on
6.
what?
Okay.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12.
he's too short now. So this might actually go
15 is
another
100.
round, and we're already at 6 hours and
Yeah,
I'm
70
gonna
minutes.
play tactical bombardment.
I wish
on
he'd
Walla.
played a little slower. I think, but I can see wanting to protect your home.
I'm gonna play Uprising on Barrick.
Couldn't you play it on Narwise to stop him from winning? Why would you?
This gives him more trade goods to secure his win.
Oh, I see.
And he's
Yeah.
trying to win before ROI's.
Oh wait, you're right. Sorry,
That's
you're right. I can do
15.
Quan. I forgot he had. Yeah, because I need 16 total. Because you guys are being jerks to me. That doesn't
Oh,
make me
yeah,
16.
it's trade good.
You're right. We're being so mean, just trying to continue playing the game. You're right.
I know, right?
It's so rude.
All right. Well, yeah, I did it.
I mean, it's. I guess you have to look
So
at.
Mantis is only
everything
one
that's
influence
stolen.
shy now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Well-
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Which unfortunately means that if I
I'll discard bribery
Yeah, he's
now.
at 15.
Is that the bribery I gave you? Like
how
round
do
one?
I win before Mantis? What?
Oh, just North 16? Uh-oh, how many see
No, I don't. I mean, I do, but I need to spend
Dude, no,
stuff.
no.
Wait,
Starfire
Arwise
is
just
the
picked up.
L1
Now,
token,
You're right.
Point, guys. The most I can get is 3 more points.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
were
I
at
don't
the
want to-
7.
You're looking at the wrong thing.
Barony and L1 look. Uh-oh, wait, does Wham Dog win?
how does
No.
Arwise at 8?
No,
I thought he
that's
just.
ridiculous.
Now Mantis is just trying to point at everybody else winning.
I know, right? 5, 6, 7.
Every-
Holy shit, he's gonna take. He's gonna take
Destroy.
2. He's going for Tiba.
5 action
and
cards.
Where's the 6
I'm
green?
gonna be at 5.
2 of 2.
I'm just
No,
trying
we're
to
talking
set
about
up
purple.
5 trade goods. At some point, when did he do 8 resources?
I don't see that happening.
I know. I'm very hungry as well.
Yeah, I don't see you getting a 6 green. The 5th one is in range, but 6 is probably too far.
That's
Wait,
why.
Sorcerer, you're attacking me now?
I gotta.
Now, where have you been for the past, like...
I gotta.
I've been sleeping.
Why?
Wait, Sorcerer, why
Because
are
you
you not
gotta.
attacking Mantis?
Because if I do it before Mantis passes, it doesn't matter.
I don't really get
Snorcer is staging in the empty space
Okay, even
next
if I
to
go
Arnor
there,
Lore. Looks like so far he has
If
decided to
Mantis
bring 2
gets more
dreadnoughts and 2
tokens, he's
ground
just gonna take
forces.
it back with whatever's in his home system.
Right, but
He
at
could
this
bring
point-
another cruiser. Obviously, that's not going to help.
Yeah,
him
but
too
you're
much
also
because
kind
it's
of
all
leaving that
ground
whole-
battle here.
like because you're not doing it now.
Yeah, it's
Mantis
gonna
has
be
no.
exhausting.
He also does have
Mantis
the
doesn't have any
Exo
tokens
Triremes,
doesn't
so
have.
he's going
Yeah,
to be bombarding
I'm
pretty
waiting-
heavily.
I'm waiting for him to pass for
So
you to
it's,
give me tokens.
pretty
If I
likely
do
that
and I take
Wham
that,
is gonna
then I get
lose
2
one of his
points
space
out of
ducks
losing
here.
The support. That's why I'm doing that.
All right, well,
Like,
It makes total sense.
Right, so it only makes sense for him to take this if he can get that as a 6 green. If that gives him
if
the
I
2
can
Okay.
get to 6,
all right,
I get 2
whatever,
points.
whatever. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm just thinking.
I just I don't like it when somebody convinces me to do stuff and then
Oh,
also
yeah,
takes
but-
things from me. Like that's what I don't like. But it's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not gonna make a difference. You're just wasting our time now.
Yeah.
A bit,
Uh,
because Snorser has no chance.
The thing is, I need to leave at least one dread and one carrier so that I can fight this. So there's that. I'll leave this dread.
Scooter saying he hopes that everybody appreciates the show because he's definitely not claiming victory on this as well. He even gave up one of the few points that he had in order to attack our ways.
Yeah, if I do, I'm gonna play flank speed. Does anyone want to sabo that?
Well, he already activated the system.
I'm gonna
Okay.
bring this carrier with 2 more ground forces and 8
Really making sure he has enough ground
that's
forces in
my
order to take
final
the
movement.
system here.
for that. So now there's no PDS, there's no anything. I'm going to one on this, and then this with plasma scoring on the 4. Start with bombarding the 2, just the 1 dread, where there's a space dock. I think it's not recognizing the exotriremes. Yeah, it's not recognizing that I
yeah,
have
it is.
exos.
4x2 over here.
Oh yeah, okay, I was looking at the combat for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna bombard.
Which planet?
Okay, so that's 1 down on this planet. And then I'm gonna bombard with plasma scoring on the other one.
So 3 at 4 against lower,
Oh fuck.
and he
Okay.
does hit 2 of them.
And then I'm gonna land 2 on each.
So we've got a 2-on-2 and a 2v1. The 2v1 is against the space dock on
I can't
Arnor.
decide before.
It's
Which one are we doing
two-
first?
kind of moot
Arnor
because
first,
somebody's
2 on
probably going to
1.
win at the end of this round, and it's very unlikely to be Wham Dog.
Oh, I just realized you have the crazy ground forces. Fuck.
Yeah,
I
I hit on a 6.
I forgot about that.
Oh, apparently he did pick up Spec Ops.
Whatever.
Hit on a
And then what?
5.
Oh, and he also
Go
has
for-
Unrelenting. So Spec Ops with
Yeah, you
Unrelenting
can pop Teklar Legion.
do indeed hit on a 6.
Oh,
So
yeah, I'll
this
just
is
use that.
probably not going to happen.
Well, that one apply to
for
fights, though,
Sorcerer.
right? Rather use that.
It's unclear
let's go ahead. I
whether it
didn't-
is. It's
Sorry,
Well-
I didn't realize
I will. We'll just assume it does.
Sure, whatever. I still got 1 hit on that one, so there's that.
1 hit.
Alright, so I win on that one, and I'm gonna play Infiltrate.
Ooh, in order to take the space dock.
Oh
That,
shit!
and I can't
You can't.
do the Minister,
No, because you replaced it.
fortunately. Yeah. And now it's gonna be 2 versus 2, where I'm probably gonna lose because there's that. I'm gonna play a morale boost on that one.
Cool.
Play a morale boost, so at least his 2 are hitting at 7. Give him a little bit of a chance here. Wham Dog only. So they do each score a hit.
Shit, come on, baby. I need
So
this.
it's pretty unlikely. Wham Dog is hitting at a 6, or Wham Dog is hitting at a 6 here,
Combat.
while Snorser is only hitting at an 8. Here's the roll. No hits.
0.
Alright, again. Come on, baby.
Next round of combat.
Fuck.
Both miss again.
Again.
Wow. Don't really expect to lose 2 50-50s there for Wham Dog.
Oh, come on. That
3
one-
coin flips in a row missed for Wham Dog here so far.
Shit.
And he finally
Well,
hits.
It was useless.
Mm-hmm.
And now I
Hey,
get
wait,
to
what are you
build
doing?
if I want to. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I thought it was mine that I picked up. But I do get to build if I want to.
Yeah, I suppose you could, but you can also figure out what you're building while you pass to Mantis, because it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, do I want to build?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, this carrier and fighter are supposed to be in the system with those dreadnoughts, but anyway. Snorser decided to go ahead and attack Wham Dog. He was able to take Arnor, but he got defeated on lore. At some point, Wham Dog did pick up Spec Ops, so that plus Unrelenting allows his infantry to hit at 6. But he rolled 3 misses in a row,
Even
and then
better,
still won.
not ground force. I'm doing
Gonna ready all my cultural plans.
Okay.
Oh, we see I forget what the action card is called, but we do see Mantis readying all of his cultural planets, which is 1. So he's able to refresh well in here, or Melon.
Just stalling.
He's passed.
Oh, for real?
Well, it might matter. He is going for the 16 influence.
Yeah, but nobody's touching.
Yeah, me.
What did Mantis do?
So Mantis is going to need a planet as well.
I'm gonna
Initiative.
get rid of this
Refresh all of my
And
blue
he is
planets.
only holding 1, so I don't know what secret
Direct
he's
hit.
going to score.
You want to stall? Oh, you got stalls.
I already stalled.
You got stalls at the wazoo. Good for
I
you.
I'm gonna need one.
Arwise has passed. Welch has passed. So we are back
Yeah,
to
well,
Wham Dog.
I already discarded a direct hit.
Wham Dog has
No,
still
that's
not
fine.
even popped
Like I
leadership.
said, we still need to stall until Mantis passes.
Yeah. So that's I already did that.
Scooter has
Give you
also
a pass
passed.
for 2 trade goods.
They glossed over Wham Dog. I'm not really
No,
sure what
'cause that
what
would
his
give
action
the one
was
trade
there.
good Mantis is missing.
Oh, right.
But can you just? Oh yeah, if you give me a stall, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. I can't.
Ah shit. How many trade goods does he have right now?
To stall.
Who, Mantis? Mantis has got a
15.
ton of trade goods.
Yeah,
What's
he's
he
got
sitting on?
15,
9,
and I
10, 11,
can't
12,
get
13, 14,
anything from
15.
anyone.
But 10 of
'cause
those,
then-
10 of those are mine.
And you're not taking his, you're not taking Mole
'cause if I get a
Primus.
stall, if anyone gives me a stall, then
Oh, Mole
we'll
Primus
fuck.
is spent. You'd have to take,
Unless
But it doesn't.
any,
he's got the-
you'd have
he's
to
got
take
the 6
all of his other planets.
Even
he's
I
like,
take
if,
the
if anybody
6,
gives him a stall,
he'd
they're
still
fucked.
have enough just
Unless
from trade
you
goods.
give them all of
But
your
you don't
trade
have
goods in
to
return and they're not neighboring Mantis.
Right.
In which case he can't steal from you or them.
Yeah, so I'd rather keep my shit so I can score the 2-pointer. I'm gonna have to pass because I
Cool.
don't have a stall.
I told you Mantis was going to win this game.
Well, what secret is he getting to score to win
Master
this
laws of physics.
round? Oh, right.
Yeah,
oh
that's
shit,
right.
I had a.
I'm
kid.
getting fatigued from this long cast. We're already at 6.5 hours.
Well, I guess it's fucking too late. I just.
It's
wasted
alright,
my
it's
trade
alright.
good.
I'm gonna chaos map a ground force and then pass.
We probably weren't gonna.
All right, with Mantis's pass, we are only looking at Wham Dog,
So it's
who
just
has
you
not passed,
Alright,
and also
I'll-
not popped
I'll
leadership. But I think Mantis wins
I don't
here
think we actually need to do it.
because they effectively somehow Mantis got the focus off of himself, and everybody
I'm
was
actually
able
not
to
gonna do
stop
anything
TG
else
Welch here.
for the round except pass, unless we go to another round for some reason, which we're not. So
I don't
That's it,
think
I'm
we
done.
are.
All right,
Yeah.
Tyler.
So scoring in order.
yeah,
Yep, doing 2 and feeling the war machine.
we forgot about your 2 and 2. Oh, I thought you. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought you were 8 for a second.
Does Arwise have more culture?
Hunter.
1, 2,
nothing.
3, 4. He sure does.
tried to make that go another round. That's what I was doing.
I will do 8,
Next is Matt.
8 influence. That's it. Sorcerer?
I'm gonna spend 16 influence and also score. Have one ship over someone's space dock.
Okay.
I'm up to
Mantis?
actually 8, yeah.
Master the laws of physics and 16 research or influence.
There it is. Alright. Good game.
Indeed,
We
master the
almost-
laws of
We
physics.
really
I
did
should have
almost
set
go
my
another
sights
round.
on you right away.
Alright, we gotta make
we
sure
did
that we
almost.
do get Mantis in
Yeah,
for
that
a
was fun.
post-game victory interview.
Oh, got
I was
pretty
really happy
close.
using Tyler having 4 techs in one color, even after I was on the pick tech.
I'm laughing
Yeah.
at him like he goes
Our
double
wives,
blue.
would you have won if Mantis hadn't? I want to know.
Yeah, no, I had
You have
Yeah, he-
16?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if I was worried about him, I would have used uprising on him instead of Tyler.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have.
at the 8.
I also had 4 PDS on the board that I could have scored, and I was really trying to go for like what I was hoping for is to get this to justify spending money on tokens, so I could go for this. Because otherwise, it was pointless for me to attack Mantis. It would just cost me the game anyways.
This
Dope.
fucking dreadnought.
Well, there you have it.
MVP,
The
right?
end scoring. Mantis does indeed win. Welch
You guys like
could not
Franken?
quite get there, neither
Yeah,
could
it was
our
pretty good,
wise.
guys.
Yeah, Mantis.
Snorcer made a little bit of a
Franken is
comeback
awesome.
there,
Well, also Mantis is awesome.
ending
but
the
Franken is
ending
really
the game
awesome
with
too.
8, and then you have Hunter
I
with 7,
normally
So-
and then a little bit
Hunter
down the
was
track is Matt with only 6.
I
That'll
really,
And Matt took that
I think
hammer.
Matt calms
early.
down. He'll
Yeah,
calm
he really did.
I felt very overwhelmed though, to be honest. Like I was it was a lot to try and put into my brain at once. Because I was actually trying to remember the things that other people had, and I actually couldn't, and it felt weird to play that way. And I also felt like I didn't really draft that smart. Like I didn't really think too much about what I was doing.
Yeah, like if you get quantum entanglement, you have to aim for wormhole red.
Oh well,
dot.
that was so.
Like-
So this was my problem, is that I actually started picking other things besides faction abilities first.
Yeah.
Like I picked really stupid stuff first, and then I was like, wait, what am I doing? Why am I not getting the abilities? So yeah, all the really
Yeah.
juicy abilities were out.
Got an
It's
elliptical
true.
and brilliant.
Yeah, I mean your
early,
first
but
your
then
first
I didn't
Franken
get
at least
guild
is
checks
gonna be
until
like that.
pretty late.
You
Right.
stop in the
And
middle and
then,
say,
like, my fourth
"What the
ability was
hell
last
am
one
I
hit.
doing?"
I just played into my abilities wrong. I should have
Yeah.
fucking gutted Tyler from the get go. That's like what
Yeah.
my abilities geared me towards, and I should have just done it. But I he was offering enough to
I
kind
wanna
of
say-
steer me away,
I was-
and I thought I would have time to go dig into Mantis, but then it obviously was not nearly. It's like I overestimated how much time I would have. I should have, or I guess underestimated how much time I would.
I was gonna try to stomp all over Snorcer until you did this, and then it forced me to make a
Yeah.
deal with him and pull everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do wish
I
I
want to say that
gutted you.
if I'm hosting, normally I give the winner the right to flip the table, but I vote that Mantis gives that right to Matt today.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I
Do
already did
Do
so
it.
much.
Do it. Yeah.
Well, I guess we won't reference
Boys,
the
I'm gonna
board
jump. That was a
too
good
much
game.
for the
Yeah.
post-game interview.
That
Oh,
was
they
fun.
reset it.
I pillaged your table flip.
He pillaged the table flip. He says.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Good game, y'all.
Good game.
Very good game.
Pacer 7. I'm sure you guys are talking right now, but thank you guys for running that stream.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, thank
It was a blast, man. It was a blast.
Does anyone have a timestamp to that one moment so I can just share it to everyone?
All right, boys, I'm out. Have a good night.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, buddy.
Adios.
Good game. Nice try.
Yeah, good game. Good game, everybody.
All right, see you everyone.
Adios.
All right, Mantis. Sounds like interview.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude. How did you win that game?
So I was prepared for a lot of stage 2s, but I was not prepared for this stupid 6 of the same trait. So when that agenda came out to give us a new one, I had to do everything possible to make sure it happened. So once they pushed the Politics Rider 4, that gave me a lot of leverage to force the against outcome, I think.
Yep. Yeah, that was big time. Yeah, TG might have maybe put stuff on the wrong sides of that. You think?
I think he was banking on his Imperial, and which is why I had to get the Imperial Rider sabotaged.
Okay. Yeah, man. What do you think about? How do you feel about everybody's builds? How they came out?
All the builds are pretty good. The only bad thing I saw was this stupid reclamation I probably shouldn't have taken. I thought I was gonna go for Mechatol at some point.
Yeah, didn't get any
And
use
then
out of that.
Yeah. The only other skill that didn't get used, I think, was Hunter's Quantum Entanglement, but everybody else used everything.
Yeah. I didn't even want Quantum Entanglement, but the other thing that I had, my fourth, was even worse. I don't remember what it was, though.
Well, I don't
I
know.
guess
Look,
technically, Matt didn't use Nomadic because nobody took us home.
Yeah,
Right,
but if you look at the map, I did.
Yeah, you used it. Yeah, because you wouldn't have done this without it.
He played like it.
and there were also a lot of racial texts that were left, like really powerful racial texts that were left
Yeah, I had some really
unresearched.
good ones that I
Well,
didn't make.
Mantis, what was your other racial tech other than Chaos?
It was
Oh, right, Super Dread 2. Yeah. So you
Yes,
and you actually got that pretty early on. Do you think that because you focused on racial texts more than other players, that might have actually given you an advantage that they weren't taking?
Maybe, but I also mine paired together. So my draft strategy was I had the red blue, and then so I wanted to get Chaos to cover the other blue, and then I drafted this intentionally to get the yellow skip, but it ended up being here, which kind of sucked. But then when TG offered to sell Sarween, that made up for it.
Right, and you did Chaos map like I think 3 Dreadnoughts by round 2. You were just Chaos mapping
Yeah.
Dreadnought, and then you went ahead and grabbed Super Dread 2s as well.
Yeah, and that was the thing. So with the pillage, being able to steal trade goods, and then Chaos map using those trade goods, pop in Dreadnoughts was just I should have built a second space dock so I have more places to map them in, but it worked out.
Tyler got the best of me over here. A big part of all of our wheeling and dealing was that he was supposed to get E-res siphons and let me copy it, and he managed to get out without ever doing that.
Yeah.
That was my plan for my second yellow, to then get my floating factory too. I was all about getting floating factory too, but
Yeah, there was a ton of value. He gave you that support, but yeah, I mean, you could have just really had your way over there and got some
and I
points.
should have, yeah, for sure. There was because that round where I walked away with the cards that I had, I could have taken Delbu the Exxon and his home system before he could have done anything.
Ugh.
Yeah, if Arwise didn't jump on him, the only way I could have stopped him was to take this and then uprise.
I'm talking about round 2.
Oh,
round
earlier,
2,
yeah.
I could have taken both of these and then gone from there.
Yeah, Matt, that was actually really interesting. We had a pretty good talk about that because Welch had nothing, right? He basically said, I'm going to forego any plastic and just grab 4 victory points really quick, and then offered you, we thought it was originally just a support, but it was a support swap, research agreement, and he also flew a cruiser in order for you to get a tech. That was the deal, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was, I gave him like an action. I gave him an unexpected action that I eventually traded back. I got it back from him later, but I was trying to get as much as he was getting, but it doesn't feel like on the back end of it, it ended up paying off for me.
Sorcerer, update me date.
Fleet around. It was too slow to then move. I'd committed so much
You got it, buddy.
to Case and Rare on that it was too slow to get over.
And you didn't deserve what happened to you over Welland.
God, that was
It
just
wasn't.
the worst.
And then the reactor meltdown afterward.
Well, like I said it earlier, but I really and I try not to be the weeaboo here, but I got so many action cards thrown against me, like so many bad action cards. It felt like every negative effect action card hit me over the course of this.
I know that feel, bro.
Until the final round, for sure. No, for sure. We all dunked on DG, but in the first 3 rounds, it was like he used the PDS thing on me. I got reactor meltdown. I had a sabotage. There was a shields holding. There was a flank speed. There was the repeal of torque. And there's like so many things where action cards costing me,
I really was fishing for Sabo, but when you didn't play it, I figured I had to move in.
Yeah, and the timing from Snorcer was pretty nasty too, because not only did he eliminate that fleet, but his very next action, reactor meltdown, both of your space docks gone.
Totally disgusting. I don't think one more fighter would have saved this fight. I think he just had the action cards. It had nothing to do with the odds at that point. He had so many good action cards against that fight that I was dead in the water from even.
Yeah.
He also hit 3 in a row, which is something like.
Yeah, I wasn't rolling great.
Like 20%
I didn't roll bad this game, but that combat wasn't great for me.
That was tough stuff.
Yeah, and you had the I forget what the secret objective is called, but control Mechatol Rex with 3 ships.
Yeah, 3 ships.
Yeah, we kind of felt, especially looking at Arwise's draft, with Latani and indoctrination, that he was going to be very difficult. He was kind of set up to sit on Mechatol and honestly hold it indefinitely. But you went in there and it looked like you had a plan, even though it was like honestly at least a 2-round kind of projection in order
Yeah.
to take Mechatol Rex back. But I guess you were kind of confident that you would eventually be able to achieve that.
Yeah, it was exactly that. It was if I don't win, at the very least, the worst thing I could do is not attack it, because with 10 dudes or 12 dudes at the time already sitting there, if I let them sit, now it's really unstoppable. But if I launch the attack right now, I can build more. I got 2 space docks hovering above. I can make a second attack next round. So I just had to do it. I really wasn't even expecting to win that fight. It was that I was going to then take it next round when he could only build like 1 or 2 more ground forces.
But
Another possibility there, Matt, would have potentially been grab tech, steal a green tech, probably
Yeah.
low somewhere else, research bacterial weapons.
Sure.
And just nuke them. Then their ceasefire doesn't matter, or his ground forces. You made it anyway with the warfare, but that would have been
Yeah, I kind of committed fairly early to the decision that with technological singularity, it seemed like a waste of money to ever research tech on my own. I think I did it 1 time, and I kind of just had sort of a mental, maybe I should avoid that and see what I get out of it. So there's a little bit of just science going on in that.
So Matt, the other thing, when I had this fleet, I was also sitting on this card. There was no way you were taking
Yeah,
it.
right. Well, cool.
Are we good? Well, all right, fellas. I think that pretty much sums it up. Anybody got any last remarks, last words?
Yeah, I think
I think it was a great game. It was a good Franken. I did like what I ended up with. It's that whole process of building is just a terrifying 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long it takes, just thinking of what everyone else is potentially getting and if yours is going to be up to snuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
well,
bunch of monsters on the board, but it also is really kind of the fun of Franken. Putting it together,
For sure.
throwing it on the board, and seeing what's up.
So to kind of show how focused you are during that, you just said 10 or 20 minutes. It was probably closer to like 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's very true. I was. I'm
But
slow.
you're paying attention the whole time, so the time just goes by.
definitely Snorser. Yeah, absolutely. So, good game all around. Mantis, well-deserved victory. I don't know if you were surprised about everybody focusing on TG Welch there at the end, but the attention was definitely diverted enough for you to swoop in, grab Master of Physics, hold on to all those trade goods you've been pillaging for the entire game to pull out that win. But very well done indeed.
Yeah, I had to like hold off on some of the pillages just to prevent them from like realizing I had the game and then just giving TG trade goods to spite me, which is why I waffled back and forth on stealing from yellow at the end. But I probably should have stole from anyways.
Oh yeah, steal everything.
Right, exactly. All right, well, good
So the
games
other thing
all.
is- Yeah, this telepathic actually, if he didn't have this, well, he probably takes leadership if he doesn't have it. But I almost took leadership thinking I had to score before him, and then hoped that someone behind me took tech, and then
Yeah.
the last minute I realized he had telepathic. Didn't matter what I took.
I mean, it mattered only because you had the secret objective. Like you had to take 10.
Right. But I thought I had to take leadership and hope that somebody behind me took tech. But
I see.
him having telepathic meant that wasn't even an option, so I might as well take tech. Because the 2 people that are going to beat me were TG and whoever took Imperial, and I'm scoring between those 2 no matter what I pick, which kind of opened the entire pick for me.
Hey, I'll tell you, Mantis, you're losing a step, man. You should have seen that third space dock a mile away.
I thought he had 4 culturals, so I was waiting for. Because I thought he was saving his token for production biomes. I knew he didn't have 4 of one color when everyone was claiming it, but I was more than happy
Plus,
to
yeah, you
let the
have
table
it in
think
your
that.
name.
So I played tech to see if he follows, but I was surprised that the table didn't turn right after he didn't follow tech, but the space dock came down right away, and that kind of we figured it out from there.
Exactly. Well done regardless, and I know that Seven and I will both see you at the table soon enough.
That's right. Franken Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern.
All right, take it easy, everybody.
Bye, stream.
All right, so, I guess with that, we are good. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. So be sure to follow for more TI4 content, especially here at Space Cats Peace Turtles. Not to mention the YouTube channel, which I believe is Space Cats Peace Turtles on YouTube as well. And then you can also check myself out at twitch.tv/PacerLee, and Seven will be around, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can see me probably like in the streets, walking around, and then I played lots of Twilight Imperium online, so
Yeah.
that's it.
So yeah, and we're definitely, I mean, the community is growing, and we're definitely welcoming to more new players coming around, which is definitely happening on a regular basis recently. So
Lots of people interested. So.
absolutely.
Out there.
All right, everybody, have a good night, and we will see you next time.